Swaddy Cup, guys. Thanks for following us, thanks for subscribing, and a couple of subjects today on relocation to Thailand. I can see exactly what's going on over at home in Australia and Western countries and so forth, and I thought I'd expose my thoughts on why we left and why we planned ahead to break the cycle of the system. This place here, cut a long story short, this place here cost us 3.5 million baht, which is, to do the numbers, it's 165,000 Australian, freehold, it's in Parney's name, joint ownership of the deeds. When you're married to a Thai, you have joint ownership no matter what you're doing, so we own many properties. But anyway, moving back to the subject, guys, I completely understand why people are bolting out of there. They're doing the numbers on their houses. Can I do this? How do I do this? How much money? One of the guys who follow me on my Facebook pages and stuff, I posted a video yesterday about investment properties and so forth into Thailand. I'm just going to be straight down the line with these guys. To come here and be a place of income. You look at it, you want at least 3-4 properties for rentals, each value of about $200,000 each Australian, including buying your home. You look at it, 1 million Australian dollars, okay? $1 million Australian will give you a home in a company name if you're husband or wife, foreigner, and also 4 investment properties. When you invest into Thailand, or you want to get out of that place over home, you want about 80,000 baht, 4,000 Australian a month to live on comfortably, and you'll get that out of 4 properties at 4 million baht each. Up and down, but very close to that market. If you buy Central Pattaya, do not buy anywhere else for investments Central Pattaya, otherwise you're just going to be like all the other clowns here who mouth off, oh, I don't get the return I want because they bought 5 blocks out or 6 blocks out and they went for the budget. Guy commented yesterday about one of the apartments I posted. Oh, I've got a better deal, but he's in some crap hole down the road that no one wants to be in. All our properties are valued between 4 million and 5 million baht each one. And basically they're booked out all year round. Yes. Okay, so there's your foot in the door. A lot of people are not explaining this. They say that Thailand's a dead market, they're this. I've got something for them. Wake up to yourself. Don't come in here thinking you got your opinion and you know everything, because a lot of these clowns on internet and Facebook who own one here understand the logic of it. If you buy and spend a bit more, you will get the return. Why we left Australia. We had a beautiful construction company. We owned all the vehicles. We owned the property, we owned the business, we owned everything you could ever ask for. The last couple of years, annually income between 500 and 1 million revenue, quite comfortably $1 million revenue every year. On the quieter year, got down to 750 or whatever, take out a few of the boys' payments and all that sort of stuff for wages, liability, insurances, all the rest of it. It started getting really hard, guys, and every guy in business in Australia knows what I'm talking about. If not, you don't own nothing in Australia. Okay, you just all talk. There's a lot of talk. Tall poppy syndrome, Australia's known for it. You're full of shit. I shoot down the line, guys. I know exactly what you're making, where the profit margins is, who's undercutting you. We got destroyed by guys coming into the game, getting undercut with rates being $200 cheaper. Inexperienced, they didn't care. The customer wanted cheap, they got cheap, and they'd keep bringing cheap back. And I couldn't justify sending my pumps out or my trucks to cover costs. At the start of our business game, we were making 40% profit off the annual, and that was pretty cool for the hours and inconvenience of trying to run a construction company at 4 a.m. to 7 p.m, dealing with bookworks, site inspections, this. All that free time you're giving away for 40% off your revenue. And I could justify that. It was better than working for somebody else. And then the last couple of years, to try and make that revenue, it wasn't the customers and it wasn't the work, it was all the expenses on top that was killing it. And it started working out that I would nearly make nearly just as much if I go work for a big company and be the manager there or a supervisor or a leading role, I can still make $200,000, $300,000 there as a leading role without all my assets and all that liability thrown out there, and plus I'm doing 80 hours a week instead of 50 hours.
Yeah.
So I started weighing all this up, and most of our employees all started on $100,000 a year. They got up to 130 quite comfortably. We were getting hammered. I'm going to tell you the truth, guys. These guys who are coming in, I'll tell you the truth. You know what I mean? I don't care. Guys were coming in and blackmailing me. I can get better money here, I can get money here, and I'm like, well, go. And I didn't want to lose these boys. I've got them trained up to where I wanted to be. I had other employees that were coming in before Christmas blackmailing me. I need cash for the next 6 weeks. This is at 6 o'clock in the morning before the truck goes out. I need to go, otherwise I'm going to go over to another company that's going to give me this. So I put them on, tried to help them out as much as I could. And then it come back, he gave notice anyway. Just dog acts, man, just dog acts. What we were dealing with was boys, not all of them, but 75%. Okay, I'm not gonna fucking lie, man. I tell the truth. 75% of them just took the piss out of it, right? And we were paying massive money. We were paying really good money. They were getting pay advances before payday. They were all on full time. They were just milking this, which is all cool, man. I was still covering costs. And then come up towards November, and if they had any sick days or any days that they could weasel out of the company, bang! Next minute they got a virus, and they come back 10 days later. Oh, I feel much better. Meanwhile, I didn't make profit for that 10 days. Anyway, this is the scenario is why small business is failing in Australia. It's just not the expenses of small business with the governments and so forth, the liability of insurances. It's the employees who are taking the effing piss out of it. And I can say that quite proudly because I've watched it go through other companies, and I can see it in big companies, and people say, oh, you got to roll with the punches. Well, you know what? We didn't have to. We did not have to. I done the numbers, and I went, you know what?
Because you owe the excess, yeah?
Yep.
We not owe money.
We didn't owe money for jack crap, We could have stayed there and stayed on $400,000 or $500,000 a year and had the nice Mercedes in the driveway and look at my big ego. But you know what? when does it stop? What? When you get the Mercedes, you want the newest BMW out, and then I want the newest Harley out, and I want this, and I want a bigger house, and I want a bigger truck, and I want a bigger this. Where does it stop? Where does happiness stop? Where do you find the happiness at the end of the tunnel? Think about that. Happiness, I found it. I found it in having the guts, because it takes a big set of balls. It takes us to jump on that plane on a one-way ticket, look at your bank balance and go, oh man, I could buy a really nice farm out at west of Australia, west of Brisbane, with horses and a dog and all that sort of stuff like that, and my freehold, and start again, but I own a nice farm. Or do I take the risk on Asia? And I took the risk on Asia. I didn't have a second really guess it. It crossed my mind a couple of times when I was like, man, I started with nothing and I built it, and I think the next game plan in Asia is the valuation comes through a spare time.
Yeah.
Party asked me just before, what are you going to do for the day? I said, you know what, let's just chill out. Let's just chill out, we've got new concrete down in the house, and we've painted it and done this, and let's just chill out for the day, because we earned it. And then you scroll on social media and you think, what we left, what do we leave over there? And what we've seen on social media in the last 8 months since we've been in Australia and Thailand is absolutely crazy, to say the least. I try not to go into politics or religion or anything like that on social media, but watching what's going over in the West and people not calling it out for what it is pretty, and they seem to think it's okay, that it's okay for one but not the other. Without me going into any hate speeches or anything like that, because I'm not into that sort of stuff, every time I see people dogging Australia out, because that's what it is. They come to Australia and dog the place out. Whether they're born there or not, they're still dogging it out. And I won't go into it, but my heart goes back to the 83 Australians who got burnt in a nightclub in Bali. And no one apologised for that. These Western Aussies got fried in a nightclub and got destroyed, their whole families back home, and no one apologised. Not one apologised. And still to this day, 83 Aussies cooked in a nightclub. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right at all. And it should have been back then that they should have put a ban on it. They do not come into this country. That's what they did to us, and it should never ever go to where we are today. That's my opinion. I'll stop there.
Good idea.
But my heart goes out to those 83 families. You know, they never got an apology. You know, and yet these guys are on TV and explaining, demanding, I want this and I want that. Well, what about our effing people? What about our effing people in Bali? What about that? Anyway, I think everyone understands what I'm saying between the lines. I'm not a racist person at all, man. I've got a beautiful Asian wife and a beautiful Asian family. I'm not prejudiced or racist in any way. People can call me whatever I want. I just tell it how it is, I guess. I hope this touches on a few subjects that you can get out of that place over there with all these taxes coming in, the profit gains and all that sort of stuff kicking in July this year.
Yeah.
It's just brutal, actually brutal the way the whole system's set up, and there is life outside that place. You just got to believe in yourself, do the hours, don't tell people your secrets, roll with it, smile, save, and plan ahead. That's how you get to where we are today. All right, I'm not the richest man in the world, but I tell you, when I close my eyes at night, I close my eyes with peace. Where back home, I'd close my eyes and I wouldn't stop thinking about business, invoices, liability, accidents, what needs done, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it never stopped. I put on probably 10 years. I looked really, really, really old. Today I feel fantastic, guys. Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. And I can see so many people in the comments on my Facebook and stuff relocating. I'm 8 months away. I'm this away. Or I'm this. And keep going, guys. Don't stop. Don't listen to no one's stories. Just write your own story. For heaven's sake. No one gave me guidance. No one told me what to do. And I'm living life on my terms. So if anyone's watching this video, or they share it or whatever, and someone grabs someone's attention, that they want to get out. Okay, it can be done. I haven't got all the answers for you, but I can tell you my story.
Yeah.
And it was a brutal story. It was 7 or 8 years of hard grinding. I was blessed to have a supportive wife beside me who believed in me from basically having a shoulder bag to exiting with enough money to buy many praised properties and stuff like that. And it was no easy golden ticket. It wasn't like that at all, guys. You've got to understand, you've got to do the grind, and I'm going to get hounded in the comments, and I know that, from all the haters. And you think I really do you think your comments and the haters, your nasty comments are going to come through? You think that's made me where I am today? No. Did anyone doubt me? From the time I had nappies, brother. From the time I had nappies, everyone doubted me. Even the school teachers, the primary, intermediate, high school teachers, they all doubted me. Where are they today? Where are they today? They're in the same place. Okay? So can the low life from the guy from the ghetto get through life and have a good outlook on life when he's 50 years old? 100%. So if I can do that, sure as hell someone watching this video can relate to it. Yeah. I won't go into where I come from, but you've got a fair idea. You're not stupid out there. That's my 2 cents. I hope it helps you out, guys. Everyone can live this lifestyle. We're just going to make the first move, and don't go looking for love. Let love find you. I know my wife's beautiful, and I'm blessed. 13 years married, and there's nothing better than a beautiful, loyal wife beside you. It makes life a lot easier.
Yes.
A lot easier. So that's our story for the day, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace out. And